ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरञ्जस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाके चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपगदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगनरघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति विकास स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So Hare Krishna. Today we are going to speak about material education. Do we need material education? First we will see what is material education. So material education is not teaching anything about spirituality or anything about moral values. Material education is giving us knowledge of the language, mathematical abilities, how to deal with different things in this material world, like, these basic things are taught, definitely. So above that, if you go professionally, like deeply, so somebody, men or women, generally we are talking about material education. Men or women, they want to become doctors, engineers, IT professionals, actors, business people. So many things are there. All are connected with the money making. Okay, livelihood. We can say livelihood. So this education, material education, I am talking about only material education. So this, in this material world, made the people that if you don't have education, then you cannot survive. If you don't have education, you cannot survive. So you need to have education. So that trend is there everywhere. If you don't have education, that's it. But what Shastra says about material education is different. Shastra, Ishopanishad says, Andam tamaha pravishyanti ye avidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yahu vidyayam rataha. Ishopanishad talks about Vidya and Avidya. Ishopanishad talks about Vidya and Avidya. This Avidya is knee science, that's material education. So now the whole world is behind material education. So a question arises, many devotees, they are highly materially educated, right? Everywhere you see, everywhere, big speakers, big famous preachers, if you see, they are came out of IIT, they put a doctor behind their name. These are all to impress the non-devotees. They themselves know that this is useless. That's why I became a devotee and I am preaching. But still they have, so-and-so Prabhu, IIT, so-and-so Mataji, doctor, like that. They are in ISKCON. It's like, you see, we have so much colorful degree, but still we are devotees. This way of preaching is going on. But as devotees, we should know that this is nothing to do with the spiritual life. So we will see benefits of material education also. Without material education, like for example, we all studied English. So we are studying Prabhupada's books. And also if we know different languages, it is helpful. And so a question, we are women. So I Google searched about Vedic education for women or Vedic view. It says that I don't know why it is saying like that. I don't know. In Vedic times, women are educated in Vedas. And it's very surprising. But as far as I learned from our acharyas, from our thing, that women are not supposed to learn Vedas. Women are not supposed to even chant Gayatri Mantra, Brahma Gayatri especially, which is very famous Gayatri Mantra. Why? Because it is not suitable for them. In Yagya also, women cannot do Yagya, women cannot, because she can assist, she can advance in spiritual life, there is no doubt about it. But this recitation of Vedic mantras and these things are only meant for men. This much I am very clear. So I don't know about Vedic time. Now we will consider from my times. From my time onwards, the pressure on women started. My mother felt she was not educated. She got very early marriage. But after she is a very highly motivated person. But she got 3 children. When I was studying 8th standard, she applied for 8th standard from Open University. Then she appeared for 10th standard. I was in 10th standard. Then she didn't do 11 and 12. She directly went for college education. So somehow the society, that time the society has become like this, that education is very important. My father clearly told, you have to do minimum post graduation, then we will arrange for your marriage. But somehow or other, I felt going into job and studying is okay. I studied difficult, and getting a job, I got a job also. And often I used to tell my mother, if I get a rich man, I mean a person who earns nicely, I'll not go for job. This I always felt, because my mother, from childhood, my mother was with us, and it was mother at home is like a big treasure. She cooks nicely, she takes care of us, every need is fulfilled. And I have seen that after some time she started working, the whole money started coming, but the whole atmosphere changed. She became very irritable. She was not loving. She put a lot of force on me. That also I felt. Before, she was very loving mother. But no, she couldn't manage household chores, 3 children, all these things. These changes I have seen in her. So this thing came into my mind. If I have enough financial thing, I should not work. This was there in my mind. But I was very particular that I was forced into some career, and it is all naturally happened that I got a psychology degree, and I started having interest in solving the problem of people. I wanted to do research and become a consultant psychologist or something. But everything got over, because immediately after my marriage, I started directly. I had the opportunity, I had the fortune to associate with my spiritual master from the early days. He's my Siksha Guru also, guide also. So when time to time he used to say, I also experienced how dangerous the society was. That I have already experienced. My husband wanted an educated wife, but she should not go for work. In that, he was very particular. My Guru Maharaj also engaged me in services so that you know crave for working and that was totally slowly taken out from my system. So I remained full time. I remained housewife, and childbirth was very much delayed. So I engaged myself totally in lots of services. Lots of services. Fortunately, I gave birth to one boy. So I had enough time in doing lots of services. If I would have had three, four children, maybe I would not enter into preaching area at all or many other services. Maybe I'm designed like this and I'm like this. So from my time itself, all my classmates are working either in India or in abroad. Nobody is a housewife except me. So this pressure in this world is there. You should get educated, you should go for job, you should manage the house, you should earn money, and simultaneously you should be a good wife also. That way it doesn't work in the society. When woman gets money, and she will act smart. I'm going to give you one example of poor family. In Mayapur, lots of poor people, not poor, this uh, because of the society has changed, nobody wants to do farming. The village culture is totally gone. So people in Bengal also, in nearby Mayapur, they all had land. They sold up the land. So the simple village people, they don't have money for their survival. So many ladies in the house, they started doing the household work, maid works. So one such maid, she started coming to different villages are there. So she started coming to Mayapur. She's smart. She knows little bit English. She started her life as a maid. Then she's smart. No, she picked up cooking. Then gradually she changed herself from uh, household chores to cooking. Cooking pays more money. So she has become the earning member of the family, but the husband became, weak because of that. Mentally, he became sick. He started doubting the wife. He couldn't tolerate, but he needs her money. So this made him physically sick because I'm seeing this family for 10 years. I'm 10, 11 years. She is my maid now. She has changed into cook. I taught her cooking also. She became a devotee also. But the husband became very complicated because he couldn't tolerate. She has like without her the family cannot run. Son is there, daughter is there. She is the major money making person in the family. So he is day by day, day by day. He wants to dominate, but he couldn't dominate, and some big conflict is going on. So this is kind okay. So many these people generally now think that we should earn money easily. Other professions like farming, labor works, it engages your body more, and then so it is painful, right? This is the society is teaching like this. You should not go for any labor work. You should get education and go to a you know mm, office and earn decent money so that your life is okay. So this is very strong in the society. You must have a degree to have a prestige. You must have a degree, you must have money, you need to have this and this. This is also in the ISKCON society. This is there. Now, I have heard from many seniors that from when I started, when in the early stage of our ISKCON life, I wanted to attend Mangalarti. I want to be engaged so much in service. Become a full time was my dream. But I found that, it's also difficult that we cannot be maintained by temple. I saw one devotee who was a very rich businessman. He earned enough money and then he left when he was very young. And he became very good devotee. He's a one temple's president. So he was our motivation. So we both saw him that okay, we should earn money. We should meet my husband. I never. So earn money, save, and then retire. So in that goal we were working, and I was supporting my husband. So it went all, and we became full time. Not very early, but okay. So many devotees, not only we, many devotees did this. When we left the job, my parents and relatives, others were not so happy, but we said we will manage. You don't worry. Financially, we will be managed. We will not be deprived of any comfort. We will have pretty decent life. But not everybody's life is like that. Okay. So if, for example, if I tell some girls, no, you don't go for job, you don't get educated. The question will come, you are a very lucky person. You have a nice husband who earned nicely. You are living a pretty decent life. Why if I don't have? The question will arise, right? I have stopped many girls from going for post-graduation and going for job. Many, even or Camilla may be knowing, one of the top preachers like me, not like me, she may be more than me. She was my student. So she was very good in accounts. She did her basic graduation and she wanted to pursue chartered accountancy. She came topper. She was very topper. But, we all know. After I became a preacher and the young girls who came up, we all said, no, enough with the degree. Because the graduation is important because, to educate the children, to handle bank, to speak, to speak with the different people. So the basic education is needed. So, okay, you have done graduation, enough. Don't pursue, don't become a professional, and we will find a nice boy for you. Similarly, I did like that to many girls. One girl was a doctor also, but she never listened, and now she is one of the top doctors in ISKCON, who who is focusing more on money making than on her family and personal devotional life. So okay, no problem. So here, if I say to some girls, okay, um, don't get educated. You get basic education, okay, basic education. Don't go for job, don't go. But situation may differ. What if that girl, particular girl, who didn't have any education, who no education, and if something goes wrong, in the sense, if she has a bad husband, this is the problem. This is the question every parent is having. Even my own brother, no, his mood is like this only. What if the husband divorces my daughter? First, they are so negative. What if divorce happens? How she will survive? She should have a stable income to protect herself. They think that only finance is protecting. So the whole society is thinking like this. What if she become a widow? We have seen many widows who suffered financially and, who I have seen many widows in my life who had no parent support. She worked hard, maybe household chores or working in a factory as a laborer. Very difficult to, as a single parent. I have seen many families like that. So a question arises, you are preaching girls not to get educated, not to go for job. Then what if something goes wrong? This question arises, right? Will you support? If you are preaching, will you support? The question arises. But a person who is a perfect devotee, who has basic philosophy well known, one girl or anyone who knows philosophy correctly, if they undergo some calamities, definitely they have the faith that somehow or other I will be protected. Somehow or other I will be maintained. If you don't have this conviction, then you cannot take risk. You go for job, you earn money, you do whatever you want to do. This should be there. See, now I'm not getting educated because it has side effects. Women's education has side effects that we will discuss now. For that, I'm not going to go for much more, higher degrees. Or, I want to prove myself as a space scientist. Many women are like that, no? Space scientist, pilot officer, air hostess, doctors, engineers, this, that, so many things are there. But minimum something so that if something happens to me, I can survive. I can survive. If something happens to me, I should survive. So that is not wrong. Okay. Because unless you are in a farm community, women are not educated in English also. But the farm community will protect that girl if something goes wrong. So if we are in such a protected community, we need not worry about it. One thing. Or if we have strong faith in Krishna, then also we need not worry about our education. But if we are in between, so I suggest, okay, you go for a basic degree. If something goes wrong, you should be capable of, maintain yourself or survive yourself. Okay, now we come to the other part. In our society, we have a lots of devotees who are extremely rich. Okay, very rich. I'm going to give examples of such rich devotees. They are rich. So if you are rich parents, the first generation and second generation, I am rich. Okay, for example, I am very rich. If I have a daughter, what I will plan for her? I have enough money. I will give her basic education to, to speak in English, to handle the worldly things, banking, money transferring, educating the child, or, basics, to read Srila Prabhupada's books. If you want, you can preach also. So for that, I will give the basic skills and I will I will get you married to a nice boy. That's it. But I'm seeing the rich parents. One example. I'm going to give lots of example. One, they are from foreign return family. Both one couple had boy, one couple had girl. They decided to get married to them. So they thought, see, we are devotees and our children should pick up devotion. No material, no avidya. Ishopanishad says no avidya. So the boy got educated in Gurukul. The girl went up to 10th grade. Then they quickly arranged the marriage also. The boy is very good devotee. Girl is also very good devotee. But they are very rich, aristocratic, and parents are in higher level preaching this and that. And the children thought, hey, what we are doing? No guidance also. Everything done. Both of them are initiated also, boy and girl. Then the girl decided, hey, I want to have my own name and fame. I want to go for a degree. I want to have my own career. She threatened everybody, and then went to a prestigious college, got an admission, then study. So here, in such cases, education should be there. And that person who has taken up higher education or professional education to prove myself or herself, she should understand that why I need to undergo, like, study all this avidya. Why? What for? What for? When I have everything, I have money, I have husband, I have rich parents who are all devotees, everything is there. Then what is the necessity for me to pursue a career? You develop a devotional career. Okay. In devotion also, like she could have, went for higher Sanskrit education and study Shastra. Studies, so many degrees are there. You could have developed your career like that. I don't know, somehow it's like, going for material education when you have everything is I feel very, very, very pity. Then, you have to associate with the non-devotees. The association with the non-devotees will, degrade you. So, one more example. Many girls are preached in colleges. Few set of girls. They were all doctors, pharmacists, this therapist, that therapist, a group of, highly qualified girls. Uh, they all, got married to devotees. High caliber, work from home, 2-3 lakhs per day, per month, not per annum, per month. So these girls, they taken up Mayapur life. Okay. Some are okay. Some, they started okay. I got initiation. I got an house in Mayapur. Big, nice, comfortable house. Everything I have. My husband is earning many lakhs per month. And I am also a rich lady. But I saw that, the mood, oh, I'm nothing now. No, I need to develop my career. So one such candidate went to some Karmi programs and become a miss something. There are so many miss going on. And in that, she is an initiated devotee. In that, there is no tulak, there is no kantimala, there is no Krishna, there is no sari, sleeveless, and different costume. And she says, I am very happy. Initiated devotee saying that to become a Miss World is very Miss World or Miss something. I don't know. She says, I'm very happy in this. How can you be very happy? Okay, it's how pity, all these things happened because of material education. If she would have been a simple, normal girl, she would have, yeah, I have enough money, I have a child also, I will focus on that and focus on Krishna consciousness. But this material education which she had, she went into internet and became some coach, life coach, this coach, that coach, and then pursued and she became Miss World, I don't know, Mrs. International, this and that, and gives, you should see that, after being a devotee, how you can go like that. All these things are result of avidya, material education. The material education covers you. We should take the material education as much as minimum as it needed. More than that, it will spoil. It will spoil the family's well-being. If especially women goes more than what it is needed, then it destroys the basic things of the family. the child will become uncared, because my motivation is how I become a, so and so in society. These people so if somebody is poor, okay, if somebody needs money, if the financial condition of a family is weaker, then the women should support. Here the basic principle is our safety, women's safety, women's purity. This is the basic principle. If you have to protect this basic principle, and women should be, homemaker, should be more concerned about the family. But sometimes it happens that, the husband's earning is not sufficient, or some problem is there, so for that the woman has to go for job, but you see that your basic principle is not disturbed. Basic principle is your peacefulness, your safety, your security. When you have everything, okay, when you have money, when you have everything, I would suggest you focus on devotion. If you are a young girl, you have basic necessities, then you focus on devotion. I have seen good. I'm going to give good example also. One child of a devotee parents, means second generation. She is very, very smart young lady, beautiful young lady, very good preacher, and she writes books. Very highly talented, smart preacher. I have a lot of appreciation for her, but one problem is there in that also. If you are highly skilled, highly great preacher and things, finding a match will be difficult, means difficult. Maybe you have to stay like that. Highly qualified materially is also difficult, because if you increase your qualification more and more, then finding a right match is difficult, because if women is topper and the husband, wife is in a higher level, the husband is lower level, then the family life will be miserable, because women's position is always I am down. But here women is earning more, or have a higher education, then the husband will have complex, wife will have superiority complex, husband will have inferiority complex, and clash will happen, ego battles will happen, fight will happen, misunderstanding will happen. Finding a match was very difficult if you are spiritually and materially highly qualified. Here another example, one girl, very, like, knowledge wise, Sanskrit scholar, all the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrtam, all books, thorough, initiated before marriage, all these things. She can give class. But the problem is that the men are focusing on their education and then earning livelihood. So how to find it? They don't want a brahmachari, means one who is in full time. They don't want her. Many parents are like that, because money is, livelihood is very important, so they were searching for a person who is earning 50 to 1 lakh, 50,000 to 1 lakh, to their family status, all these things are there. So but if, that person cannot be equal to her, I right now, then we have to find persons like Amarendra, who is also settled in US, who is also earning nicely, and also a good preacher, great devotee. But not all the girls will get Amarendra, right now. So they fixed her marriage with one person. That person is not at all equal to her, in knowledge. Then The marriage, engagement happened, then marriage didn't happen because she is very highly talented, very highly talented, and that person is a simple person. It didn't work out. They had to break. It didn't go for marriage. Then they found out one match, but he is also not to her caliber. I know. You know, here what should the women do? It's difficult. So the education, whether it is spiritual or material, should make you humble, should not give you false ego. That's what everywhere it is said. You want money, you go for job, and how you are going to balance your household chores. How you are going to take care of your child. One Mataji wrote recently in a forum that, I'm very highly qualified. That high qualification was, disturbing my family life. Yeah, because, when you are highly qualified, like you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you are a high professional degree, IIT, this and that, that only is floating in the mind. I am this, I am this, I am this. Then you cannot go down as a humble mother, cleaning the toilet of your child. No, 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 this, like that, Many, the material educations, the defect is also like that. The girls, they become, like this, very egoistic, I don't know the household course. I have seen many educated girls speaking like this. I don't know cooking. I don't know household course. I don't do. Because, from the beginning, now even devotees, um, they go abroad alone. I have seen many devotee girls living in abroad, studying there, getting got job also, living independently, which is very dangerous, very dangerous. They are still taking big risk. We are seeing, danger for women everywhere. And when you are highly qualified, you cannot go for low qualification. When you yourself are earning 1 lakh, 2 lakh, then you will not go for. Then finding such a match is also a big deal. Even if you get such a match, then this ego battles happens. All these problems are existing. How we are going to solve is all you have to calculate 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 2. You have to calculate and come to one conclusion. For my life, what I should do. Basic principle is my safety, my peacefulness in the family. If I can balance somehow, okay, you do anything you want to do. I should not increase my false ego. Oh, I am so and so. I got this degree. I'm a devotee also. I'm a great materialistic also. How it is? It won't work. It won't work. How it works? I'm a pure devotee and I am a I'm a space scientist. Doesn't work out because it's only one. Like if you have to become a scientist, then you have to give your whole life for that. Then you cannot take care of child, take care of family. Remain a humble wife is very difficult for such people. I have seen some girls who are highly qualified, who don't bend down. They remain like that. If they may even saw one lady I saw that she was 52 because good salary, good money in USA. That that didn't no life for her. Money is there, life is eating, sleeping, no family life. But she's crying. I'm not married. Life is not there. Many girls' situation is like that because their career spoiled their life. We have money, we have job, we are independent now. So this education, we should take it as much as needed, but we should not, In that, if we go, then it'll cut off something from our life, which is very, very important for us. Very, very important for us. So I would say for you all, if your parents are very rich, if you have everything, why don't you focus on Krishna consciousness? Why don't you take up a Krishna conscious profession? Read more books, guide more new people. Instead of going for Miss Universe, Miss International, motivational speaker, this and that, serve in the temple. Even if you wash utensils, I will be happy. If you broom the temple humbly, you will be more rewarded in Krishna's kingdom than you become a Miss World, Miss Universe, Miss IIT. This I'm a liar, I'm a judge, I'm a scientist, this and that. I am a devotee. I put tilak and then go into the office. If you don't have money, go for job. If you don't have money for your survival, then you go for job. Otherwise, please take care of your husband, take care of your children. If you have enough time, you serve. I have seen one Mataji who is not educated, but I feel that she is highly advanced in spiritual. She completes her chanting before Mangalarti. And she doesn't have maids. Perfect lady. I appreciate her within my heart. And then she does everything. She cooks very nicely. She is very peaceful. Na shoshati, na kankshati. Her Gurudev arranged her marriage. She is from a poor background. See, no education, but settled very nicely. Husband is from nice background. So Krishna will take care. If you don't depend on material things, definitely Krishna will take care of us. But still, if you are insecure, you do something. If you are very insecure, you have a basic degree, but not that is going to help you. Krishna is going to help us. This is okay for the society because society is putting a lot of pressure. Maybe your own parents may be putting a lot of pressure on you. Okay. For that sake, you temporarily study and temporarily go for a job, but see that you are safe there. See that you are not into any politics there. You see, that's what happened with the Calcutta girl. No, highly qualified, very ambitious girl, doctor. She couldn't handle some politics went there. Being women, we should be very safe. So safety is very important. Purity is very important. So if you can balance all these things, see how many things a woman has to balance. But remain simple, get married to a nice devotee. Your life is great, right? If you can convince your parents about all the dangers the women undergo in this present world, then they may understand. You tell your parents. Many girls, they tell me, my parents are forcing me to study and then go for a job. You tell them. You show the newspaper or YouTube news. See, girls are raped and murdered in college hostel, in colleges, in job places. So I don't want to become like that. I want to be safe. You find a nice match for me and get me married. Or there are marriage bureaus in ISKCON. They will help us. I will find a nice boy and settle in life. Why don't you help me? You can tell your parents if you can. Smoothly, softly, you tell. Why we are denying material education? This is the reason. It's very unsafe. How the IT culture, you all know, I need not tell you. IT culture is very bad culture. Like cinema industry. How dirty it is. Sometimes when I had some financial problem, my husband said, "Don't go for job," but it was long, long before. I went to my Guru Maharaj and I said, "I want to, because we are undergoing financial problem, I want to go for a job." He said, "Okay, go." My husband said, "I will manage. You don't need to go." But I didn't listen. Okay, I want to go for a job. I tried. I was working in a school. School job is preferable for women. I went as a consultant psychologist in a school. The women are corrupted. Okay, there is no men's association. All teachers are women. It's a co-education school. That was very early stage of my, maybe how many years before? It was 20, 22 years before, 23 years. It is 2000, 1998, 98, 99, that period. I couldn't be with the ladies. They are highly corrupted. Highly corrupted. I said, it's very satsanga. Better I will starve even if I don't. It was not the condition that I don't have food to eat. Then I resigned. I started preaching there. My Gurudev said, "You are preaching there. Why you are leaving the job?" And it's very horrible. Very horrible. I have to get up by 7:30. I have to go to school. So get up at 3:30, do morning rituals, then cook breakfast, lunch, then go, come back by 2 o'clock. Then I have no energy. But before I was a full-time devotee because morning my husband goes for job. Then I go to the temple. I participate in all temple activities. Devotees come, I go. So it was a beautiful life. Then I said, "Dada, I had enough an experience. Leave this." Leave. I left. Then I never thought of associating with non-devotees. However, maybe we went to abroad. My husband was the only person earning. If I could have joined him in earning money in abroad, we would have saved more money. Now also our financial condition is tight. I had a job opportunity in abroad. Uh, in abroad, even if you work for 1 or 2 hours, you can earn nice money. But I didn't prefer to go because of association with non-devotees and because of um, association with meat and dealings. Because if you go to a supermarket, you have to take all these meat things. If you go to a school, there also you have to feed the children with meat. Association and all these things made me no, I don't want money. Okay, let me, no problem. I started preaching there also. Fortunately, I had a big preaching experience there. I collected many Indian women's classes, women's groups I collected. And so I focused more on the free times because my son was very young. So 3 times I have to go, leave him, come back from school, go bring him back for lunch, then leave him. So I was focusing more on him. And also in the free time, I started preaching. So, my dear girls, I would suggest you please take up material education as much as it is needed. That's all. And use it as much as, like you use a knife. Knife can be used for killing people, but knife should be used for cutting vegetables and cooking for Krishna. The same knife is used by a doctor to cut the pus and other things. So it's like that. Material education, we should take it how much it is needed according to your situations. But in that, we should not be proud of. Nothing to be proud of with material education. If you develop proud out of material education, then that means it is, you will decline in your spiritual life. Because to become das is our aim. Not to become famous on a famous, or not to become, increase my false ego is our aim. Our aim is to become simple, more simple. So you balance your parents, you balance your balance the society, go ahead. Okay. So I think I have covered enough points, enough examples. Maybe if I have left anything, I will speak when you ask questions. Now, this is time for questions. Yes, Mataji, listening only. Parents didn't listen, Mataji. They want me to be independent. They didn't think. They said many girls are doing. Why you can't? You intensively pray to the Supreme Lord that you will be able to convince them. Patiently, slowly, steadily focus on convincing them. I understand you. I know your situation. You are not able to study that, whatever you are studying. I know, I understand your thing. But you pray to Narasimhadev, you pray to Krishna, you chant sincerely so that your parents change. Think about.
Mataji, can I? Sorry.
Yes, Mataji.
Can I speak about one question that I have?
Yes, Mataji.
My name is Radha Gokulanandasi Mataji, and I'm in UK. I've got three daughters. The elder one is 16 years, and younger two are also nearly 10 years. Very beautiful lecture you gave, Mataji. Thank you so much for taking this so sooner, because this is the time when so many doubts are arising. Uh, I am a doctor by profession, and I completely understand Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Maharaj's point of views in terms of ladies' education and their ideal behavior, and that this high education brings, obviously, it does bring money, which is short lived, but it does bring arrogance as well. I've seen that in my life. Uh, you know, let me admit, the days that I have intensive work, I come home much more arrogant than the days when I'm at home. Having said that, I have this question, because girls will eventually end up following mother. If mothers are, for some or the other reason, not able to discontinue their work, uh, how can we set up correct standards for our daughters, despite knowing that they are correct, they're true, they're correct, and they're, absolutely 101% agreeing to what Guru Maharaj says is absolutely correct, and all we need to know to go back to Godhead is that we need complete surrender. But then eventually the daughter will eventually end up following mom only, but mom is herself not able to follow 100%. So what to do?
Mataji, you can convince, no? You can convince your own daughters, no? You say that, because I was working, we were not able, now we became devotees. So you can focus more on devotion if you are at home. We will find a nice match for you so that you peacefully settle in life. Being a housewife is very peaceful life. We are not disturbed by the external world. Can you convince that with them?
My elder one, who's 16, she's quite a sensible girl.
Hmm.
I she
Give
she
her a
can get convinced.
patience, Mataji. Give
She
her.
can get convinced,
Hmm.
but just that she can get convinced. But then my husband says that, what if, like you were discussing in your, what if, that happens and this happens.
So, Mataji, you tell the husband also about the safety. Safety. One of my friends, she is fully convinced about all these things. But the daughter now completed 12th grade and she wants to do education away from parents, which is very difficult. No? In undergraduate, if the child girl stay away from parents in a room, it's very big risk. I told her, I convinced my friend, please never leave your daughter. Educate her wherever you are. Okay, she wants education. Find a university in your own place. Don't send her, but already she went. It's big risk. See, slowly and steadily convince the children. and tell them that, you need some basic Mataji now, because the society's pressure is there, some basic decent degree. But that should not be like, very tough degrees, which is against women's nature. The degrees should be like, teaching line, peaceful thing. It should be not a heavy workload on the brain or on the system. You just educate her so that in case something happens, she can survive. But being rich parents, you can convince them that basic necessities can be given to you. So please don't go for job. Don't become like me. You enjoy your life. That is also there. If you peacefully be at home, you can enjoy life with your children. Try.
Yes, Mataji, thank you for guiding. I mean, I'm much more convinced.
Mataji, if they have a taste for Krishna consciousness, deep taste, then they will not go. Even if you tell. I have seen one, I arranged one marriage for one girl and boy. The girl is postgraduate. But her spiritual master developed her very nicely. All her younger sister got married because she wanted to become educated and earn money, and then she went for a job also. But later the spiritual master told her, women means get married. If you don't get married, all these things, he convinced her. Then I thought, will she go for a job? Then she said no. She was working. And then she said, no, 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 I will not go for a job. So if the devotees are convinced, deep devotees, like, strong devotees, then they also will automatically understand. So make them nice devotees. Encourage them to be nice devotees. Encourage them in cooking, cleaning. This is womanly taste that will come. So encourage them to cook. Encourage them to decorate Krishna. Encourage them some devotional activities. Then, if they develop the taste, then they will not go out. If they develop the taste of being, like, for example, my son, from the day one, we are devotees, right? From the time he conceived. So he has no taste for anything outside food. He cannot. And also, he know the philosophy very nicely because he studied in Gurukul for 5 years. So his foundation is very strong. So he says, if you are the four regulative principle is for not for devotees, even for normal human being, you should follow four regulative principles. He says, now I am very confident. Okay. And he cannot digest anything apart from prasadam. So he went for Calcutta for his education, but he has to stay with the devotees only. So like that, if you strongly give the devotional things, definitely they will be protected by the Lord also, by their own devotion also. So give them strong devotion. But here the problem is, if the husband is not a devotee, the children get his association, then they get diluted. If the husband, wife, both are devotees, then this can be done. If your husband is a devotee, it will be more helpful, but still as a mother has more influence on daughters. Slowly, steadily show nice ladies in the street and convince them every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you tell. One thing my mother used to tell me, she used to tell me, today she disappearance day, 3 years before she disappeared, means she's a devotee. She used to tell me that your life should be smoothly going. Then when I decided that I will not go for a job, and then I convinced her, you only told no, let my life go smoothly. So I decided not to go for a job. Then she also became a devotee. So devotional life, you convince the girls that, if you want a smooth life, peaceful life, this is the only way. Financial part should be taken care. It will be taken care. You are not going to get her married to a simple guy, means poor guy. So, right, no? So try to convince your husband and children from slowly, step by step. And I have seen some devotees, some young girls. For them, important is to devotional life. For that, they are ready to marry a simple guy who is full time. I have seen that also in my life. They have, yeah, one girl studied PhD, but got married to a person who is not even 11, 12. She never, no ego, no false ego. She said, for me, devotion is important. So she's serving her husband like anything. And husband is a very good devotee. So please, only way is to engage them in devotional service so that they will get convinced by themselves. Also, we need to give the girls about the world, how the world is, worst side of the world. The world is very bad everywhere, highly corrupted. Those things we should, once the child becomes 10 plus, we can show. You see, especially girls, children should get scared, get frightened. You see, the hostel, many girls are get into bad habits, get into bad situations because of no protection and because of the independence also. They undergo so many these things we can give them, see how the world is. See, you see, examples here. There is one more question here. Can a harmonious life be maintained when the wife do a simple job for her family maintenance and want her husband to focus on? Yes. See, that's what I'm telling. See, here the principle is your safety and purity. If you can maintain, do anything you can do. I have seen some Mataji's entrepreneurs. They do something, some uh, homemade things, sell with the help of her husband. Jointly, it should be joint effect. Jointly, you do something so that you support your husband. Mataji is a doctor. And see, after some time, see, when we all became devotees, after some time. So if it is before only, if she would have known, if the parents supported, she would have never gone for a profession like that. But already if she is a doctor and she's in a safe line, no problem. I have my, right now. Vanita, yes, tell me. First I will go to Vanita's question, then there is a question in.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranam Mataji. Mataji, thank you so much for the wonderful class, Mataji. Your class was so enlightening and heart-touching with your personal experience, where you beautifully explained the true purpose of women's education. Mataji, my question is related to the current topic, Mataji. So you guide us to remain as mother and wife, like good mother and good wife, chaste wives and all like that. But in ISKCON, a girl who is qualified in law is very much appreciated in Mataji. So why this contradiction in guiding women?
Yeah, you should get a degree also. You are a devotee also. You have got a colorful degree also. That's what the whole class is about. That the material education should not give you any pride, It's a wrong example. It's very wrong example. If you are materially educated, no problem. You want to prove yourself that I can do. I told that somebody became Miss International. Mrs. International, something she became. I don't know. I don't understand. So these girls, even they are devotees, they want to prove that, we are great. Now that ISKCON, many things are happening. Many things are happening. So you don't follow that. You don't follow. That is not for you. That's why
Yes, not for us,
that is
Mataji.
not for you. How you can study law and how law is not education for women.
Yes, Mataji. My question is for her that
No,
she now
you see,
become a solicitor.
if you study Sanskrit, no, you want to
Yes,
study, you study Sanskrit, or you study some, what do you say, that home science,
home
or
science.
study some mathematics and become a tuition teacher or school teacher. This IT, some fields are there, very dangerous, like cinema field. If you develop your career as an actor, finished. Our purpose is zero then.
Yes,
But
Mataji.
one actress become a devotee, that is different. She was an actress first, then became a devotee, then it is different. But being a devotee, you should not enter into cinema field. Being a devotee, you cannot enter into law field. Being a devotee, you should not enter into very complicated scientist. Or some scientist devotees are also there, ladies. It's all very complicated for our nature. Men can be
Yes,
done
Mataji.
like that.
This law is against the spiritual principles, Mataji. The law principles, what are all on modern educations? Is this
See,
against
modern education, I told totally modern education is not for women also, men also. Prabhupada clearly says that. Material education is not, but ISKCON didn't establish a stable education for both male and female, and in also survival. Survival has become a very big fact in ISKCON. That ISKCON should do something about it. What you are going to, how you are going to make the livelihood for the devotees. Now, that is a big insecurity, right? So this is a big question mark. So each one of us decide. So now I guide my girls that, see, we are fully dependent on Krishna, totally dependent on Krishna. Along with that, you do some basic education, which will help you to study Prabhupada's books, preach little bit, and in case of emergency, to make you survive in this world. And I wish, if you are, we wish, you pray that your life is going smoothly. You don't make some bad decisions in your life and suffer. I have seen some ladies made bad decisions and they suffer. That I will take some other class. Now this much is, you see, you select a course which is suitable for ladies, and if you have that, I want to study. If you are a rich person, if your parents are well-to-do, better you study some degree for emergency, and then focus on devotion. But if the child is not a devotee, if that girl is not a devotee, the parents should cooperate, give her a safe education and safe job, and get her married. Correct, no? So,
Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
now we will see this. Mataji, one of my devotee friend, she got married to a nice devotee Prabhu, and he is highly qualified and have high income, but he somehow again and again pushing her to get me job, even though he is senior devotee. But she deny, he will not force her, but he will remain upset. What to do in this case? This also happens. What to do now? He should be made to realize that if she is not at home, then home is the house is inattentive, the prasadam making is disturbed, and children are uncared. So all these things he has to made to realize. But some men, they also cooperate. I want money, so I will also cook with you. I want money, so I will also take care of children. Some men are like that. So here the principle is you should not fight with the husband. This is higher principle. Then you tell your husband that my safety is more important also. If I go out for job, I need safety and security. Other men will be there. I don't want to mix with them. You find a job which will ensure my safety. You tell, ask your friend to tell the husband, where I am in a safe environment, let me go for job. Like that, she can convince him. Okay? Or she can work from home. Riddhi Mataji,
Yes, Mataji, Krishna Pranam.
Pranam.
So, Mataji, my question is regarding to Vanita Mataji's question. So, when such devotees, they are asked that what is the need of such a higher education, as Srila Prabhupada mentioned so many times in his letter and means lecture also, that a woman should be educated but not much, just enough that she can read our shastras, our books. So that much education and literacy is required. But when they are asked why this, so they in here also I have experienced and I have heard so many devotees, they encourage the higher education, means like these big degrees like doctor, engineer, and so, and when we ask them, so they give excuses, means they give reasons like that okay, we will use this in
Krishna
Krishna
service.
consciousness. Yes, Mataji. Yes, we can. If we will earn much, then we will
Use
engage
the
in
money in
Krishna's
Krishna
service.
service.
Yes, Mataji. They
No,
give excuses like this. Yes.
no,
So how we can?
such a
Yes.
trend is going on in ISKCON. They want to be,
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
told in the beginning of the class itself, even some brahmacharis, they put IIT, this, that, this is to
Yes.
attract
Yes,
the
Mataji.
common people, not to attract the devotees. This is for the common people, that being ISKCON, we are great, we are earning money, but still we are devotees. This mood should not be infect the devotees. For us, this is not the right mood. This should not be so. You see, I'm so and so, and I'm a so and so, and still I'm a devotee. That mood we should not copy. Maybe they use that for preaching to non-devotees, but not for us. Not for us, not for that particular candidate. See, if you become a great person, okay, if so and so become a great lawyer, great judge, women judge, okay, but no time for home caring. We will
Yes,
think
Mataji.
only positive, okay? We will think only positive. So and so young girl become a big lawyer. After lawyer, she became a big judge. ISKCON devotee, judge, we can preach. But what about her personal life? She will have time for children. She will have time for to be submissive to the husband, serve the husband. No time. No time. Difficult, very difficult to manage.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's very rich, so she can have everything, cooking, cleaning, babysitting, for everything she can have maid. And she can professionally. Like that, ISKCON people are there. And I don't want my girls to be like that. Let that kind of people become, they are rich also, they are famous also, they are highly qualified in material also, but that is not our cup of tea. That is not for us. For us, we want to become dasanu, 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 das, and our life should be peaceful. You become a very great in your education, then finding a suitable match will be difficult, means difficult. You write and keep.
Yes, Mataji. Even Srila Prabhupada is he also suggesting like by serving husband only, by assisting him only, woman can get liberation So what is the need of other things? Anyways, in in Vedic means in Vedic time, that was means women were restricted to even study shastras, to even doing this. You told already that about this Brahma
No, but
Gayatri. She cannot.
Google speaks differently.
Yes, yes,
Google
Mataji. Yes,
says
I
that
have also
women are
searched.
allowed to
Yes.
study Vedic. No, 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 no.
Yes.
Women are not supposed to recite the slokas, that
Yes.
Om should not be recited by women. And also this mantra, no, Gayatri mantra is not for
Yes.
women. Anyway.
Shastras also, she could not read Shastras. So, anyways, this is very controversial topics, all this. But Srila Prabhupada is suggesting in lectures I have heard and I have read that by assisting and by serving the family, she can get direct benefit, like 50% direct benefit of husband by serving husband.
I feel all this materialism, all this material things, it's waste of time, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Waste of time.
Anyways, Mataji, chastity is a major concern, Mataji. Chastity is, I have experienced and I have heard such cases. And chastity is main concern, Mataji.
Yes.
When a woman, yes, in co-ed colleges, schools, and even job places, workplaces, chastity is not, Mataji doesn't maintain properly.
No, for that one, Mataji replied that, we study everything online, we work everything online, so we are protected. Okay, so okay, I agree that also. If you are protected, you want to develop your career, but that way you should not claim that I'm a great devotee. I have educated in so and so subject, and being a devotee, for women, I'm telling, for women, that should not increase. Because of this, I'm great. No, no. If you are really humble, if you have done something, if you are a great devotee, that will be understood by your spiritual master. The spiritual master will understand. Normally, in devotional life, no such propaganda is needed. Oh, I have done this, I have done that, being a devotee, that is not good, right? Baleshwari Radha.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, I had heard in one lecture of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj that when devotee parents they want their children to chant 16 rounds, but they also want the children to have a materially comfortable life. So somewhere they are saying their children that you also pursue these material desires because I also have these material desires. Don't become a pure devotee and go back to Godhead. So somewhere that's a sign of like we are not completely dependent on Krishna, isn't it, Mataji?
See, whatever your livelihood, this material education, comfortable life, if it is destined, it will come. We are not too much focusing on that is the point. Okay. You understand?
Yes, Mataji.
See, we need to have practically speaking, we need to have a basic necessities. If that is, if you have that, you be satisfied with that.
Okay.
My son is at that point, he picked up. See, if at all we want a basic necessities, why should I work like an ass? He says, I want to have smart money and then, settle more into devotional life. At that, we have to imbibe in the children. See, we need money for our survival, but that is not all in all. For us, devotion comes first priority. Becoming a devotee, involving much in the devotional service is our priority. The other things, okay. But through that, other things, like for example, one Mataji has done PhD, PhD in Sanskrit. Silently, I never knew that she is PhD. She is in the assisting our spiritual master's book writing.
Wow.
Yeah. Many are there, but they don't, one Mataji, I never thought that she will be so scholarly. She translated English books into Hindi. I was so, oh, like that. So that such humble things are going on. So my point here is, you do anything in your material life, no problem. But that should not be your pride.
Understood.
That will come according to your what do you say? According to your fate. If your child is destined to become a doctor, she will become a doctor. Example I give you. One Mataji, Prabhupada disciple, she is here she has made her own Goshala. She wanted to become a veterinary doctor, animal lover. I wrote an article about her in Tamil. 17 years she met Srila Prabhupada. See, she is destined to become a vet. She, by taking up devotional service, she got married. She had 3-4 children. Her motivation is animal, animal, animal. She is the one who take care of elephants. Even squirrel sits on her. She has some deep love for animals. She can solve the problems without that veterinary doctor's help. One cow was about to die. She gave the life to the cow. She knows in and out of animals, feeding, taking care. So she has her own Goshala. She is more than a vet, devotee. So if something is there in your fate that you are going to deal, like for example, you are going to become a veterinary doctor, you already became through devotion only. In the devotion only that will be given. One more example, my grandmother, not one grandmother, like my father's aunt. She was a village doctor. She never went to any college or any degree, nothing, but she knows in and out of all problems to solve headache, stomachache, all problems. The whole village went to her. She didn't go for a degree, but naturally I don't know. I was wondering now why I didn't take tips from her. I was small. I didn't, all home remedies. So if somebody has to become a doctor, even women, they will become. If somebody has to become business, they will take up business safely. That will happen, but our focus should be devotion. And for women, safety, security.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, can you also touch upon the point, can a woman contribute financially to the household just by keeping the house clean and following the Stri Dharma properly? Like, as in, she's inviting Lakshmi.
Very difficult, but she can do. I would encourage only, because if the principle is maintained, what is the principle? Family should be in harmony and Krishna consciousness. Along with that, if she can do that, well, good. But I insist that she should be safe. She should be protected.
No, Mataji, I'm saying that if a woman, she just stays at home, she's only following Stri Dharma.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just by invite.
Like we have a doctor here, no, Radha Gokulananda Mataji. She's a doctor. I have my own doctor friend also. She's very good chaste lady. She maintains everything. Till today, she's going for job because husband is demanding. No need, but she's going. But she's very good devotee. Excellent devotee. Mataji is also there. So if such a thing is there, I would say yes. See, person to person, we have to, each one of us situation is different.
Yes, Mataji, my question is, if a housewife, if she can invite Lakshmi by keeping the house clean and following all the rules of Shuddha Vritti and everything.
Understood. Yeah.
Does
You
that
can invite Lakshmi.
Does that help?
Yeah, it will help. Why not? Definitely
Okay.
Lakshmi will come. You see, this secret is morning and evening, you have to lit lamp in your house. Timely. Lakshmi will come. Aromatic, you have to keep aromatic. You chant. You be in a right mood. Automatically Lakshmi will come. A woman should not cry. You know that? Women should not cry. Women should not be pressurized. Women in the house is happy, then So you can invite
Okay.
Lakshmi. Somehow your husband will earn nicely.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
That way you support your husband, then he will put his full energy and then money will flow in. Correct. You are right. That way also you can invite Lakshmi to your house.
Okay, Mataji. But one should have faith in that process.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Good understanding. Okay, dears. Anyone else? Any question? Any doubts about material education? Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Janaki, yes.
Yes, Mataji. Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
Very nice class, Mataji. And I have one question, not regarding material education. This is regarding something my personal. See, I don't go to job, nothing. I stay at home. By Krishna's mercy and by Guru Maharaj's mercy, here some neophyte Matajis are there. So they don't have any guidance and they have not understood Bhagavad Gita. So somehow I got this chance. So almost Monday to Saturday, we will sit together and read like online, and one is offline class. So this I do, but my daughter somehow she doesn't want me to do. She wants to play with her at that time. Should I quit all these and stay with her and play with her? What should I do? She says, no, you focus on me. This is what confusion is going on from past 2 years, Mataji. But these Matajis are not allowing me to stop. They says you increase our classes. While why only once in a week? You do every day. So nice it is. Prabhupada books are so nice. Together we are reading, we are understanding better. So this is how it is happening.
Big challenge for you. The solution is try to bring your daughter also into the class.
I told her,
you give class. You give us task. You give class. Encourage her. Children like to do that.
Yes, Mataji.
What happened when my child was 4 years or something? I started preaching in some local areas. It's like very, very low income area. Lots of people in a temple, Amman temple. So Mike was there. So I used to encourage him. After giving class, he took the mic and say, everybody say Hare Krishna, like that. Children like to do that. You tell her every class you have to tell one story. You teach her one nice story, or she must be knowing small story, nice story. Anything by children will be sweet. One sloka. You encourage her. You also come. You tell. Then scenario will change. And another solution is you find out some same age girls nearby. Give them some activity.
Yes, Mataji.
Give them some activity, maybe some bead making or garland making, or this idli dosa batter grinding. I started that in my early age. When I was 8 years, I started grinding idli dosa batter in hand. So I liked it. I don't know. Now also I'm very good in idli dosa making. So you teach her. Okay, by the time I finish my class, you finish grinding batter. Give some task, which then in between you just bribe or something. Every day you tell preaching is very important. All this Matajis are becoming devotee. Our Guru Maharaj will be happy. They understand.
Yes, Mataji.
So try all this.
Yes, Mataji. I will try, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Any other question? No? Okay. Okay, now we will see next week. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank